Hello, this is Dirk Griggity with breaking news. Sony has officially confirmed that they will have a PS5 event next Thursday, June 4th. Now, this is great news for all gamers, but I am going to explain why Xbox gamers in particular should be super excited for Sony's show. Let's talk about it, y'all. Hello, is this thing on? Yes, Sony has officially confirmed that they're having a show next Thursday, June the 4th. And I'm going to explain why an Xbox guy and Xbox fans in general should be excited for Sony's show. Now, I'm a diehard Xbox guy. If you stumbled upon my channel, yes, I'm Team Xbox, but I enjoy the PlayStation. But I want to explain this because I really feel that us Xbox fans should pay close attention to the show, because I really feel that Xbox is going to pay close attention to this show. We know a couple weeks ago they had the Inside Xbox. I thought it was a decent show, but the messaging was all wrong on the show. And Xbox themselves admitted that the messaging was all wrong. They advertised gameplay running on Xbox Series X, and it wasn't much gameplay, but we've talked about that already. Now, Sony seems to be very excited about their show, and excuse me, they said the show will be about an hour. They're going to have some third-party stuff as well as some first-party stuff, and and like PlayStation fans and gamers in general is excited about the show, as you should be. Now, PlayStation hasn't really had any shows these last 2 years. They haven't really said much these last 2 years. And because of that, I believe this show next week is going to be pretty good. Now, obviously, I could be wrong, but I'm really expecting like Horizon Zero Dawn 2 to be shown. Maybe God of War 2, maybe Spider-Man 2. I'm not sure, but they have some third-party exclusives they're probably going to show. Now, Sony has admitted that they will have some more shows this summer. I don't know about shows, but they're going to talk about other stuff this summer. But I'm expecting the show next week to be pretty good. Now, as far as why I'm excited about Xbox show in July and why I really feel Sony going first is an advantage, is because ever since Xbox has been in the gaming industry, Sony has always went after Xbox. Every year, every E3, Xbox will put on their show, then Sony will counter, and they will have a show afterwards. Now, I know most of the time Sony's show was set in stone, but if you think about E3 2013, now let's be honest, there's a lot of rumors saying that Sony was going to include the PlayStation camera with the PlayStation 4. But because of the backlash that Xbox got for the price of the Xbox One and all of the stuff that they were doing, Sony adjusted their show. Sony had 6 hours to adjust their show, and rumor has it that's what they did. And they made Xbox look like shit. Well, Xbox made themselves look like shit, but they enhanced it, if you know what I'm saying. Now, this is the first time ever Xbox will go after a Sony show. And like I said, I expect Sony's show to be pretty good. Now, Xbox going after them is an advantage for Xbox for the first time. They can adjust their show because they're going to go on after like maybe a month after Sony. They can adjust their show. If Sony's show has more gameplay, maybe Xbox can adjust their show to show more gameplay. Anything they need to do to make that show comparable or better than Sony's show, they must do. This is going into next generation. Guys like myself, some Xbox guys, we deserve to have a great show. Now, like I mentioned, the Inside Xbox a few weeks ago, I thought it was a decent show. It was just the messaging. They must get this messaging right. They need to, take notes. I know people say, Xbox doesn't need to take notes from Sony. Well, let's be honest. Sony puts on great shows. I know they haven't had a show in a couple years, but they usually put on pretty good shows. To me, personally, the best E3 conference this generation was Sony E3 2016. Now, that's just my opinion. I think Xbox had decent E3s throughout this generation, with the exception of 2019. But, yeah, Xbox, I think, they're really going to pay attention to what Sony does. They're going to counter. They're going to do everything to try to gain some fans back, because they lost a lot of Xbox 360 fans this generation. And I feel that Xbox is really going to try to counter what Sony does. Now, this could just be my Xbox thinking. This is just my Xbox bias, you know, but this is just how I feel right now, because this is the first time they're ever going to go after Sony. Now, Sony could just blow everybody out of the water, and Xbox won't be able to counter, because Sony's show is just going to be that good. Or Sony could have an okay show and Xbox could have a great show in July. We really don't know. This is just predictions. This is just us talking about this, you know, this gaming industry moving into next generation. So maybe it's wishful thinking on my part. I don't know, but this is just something to think about. Okay, so Sony Sony's PS5 event is next Thursday. I'm excited about it. Xbox show is sometime in July. I'm super excited about that, obviously. And that's it. That's all I gotta say, y'all. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble upon my channel and you think I'm decent enough, why don't you subscribe? All right. And if you subscribe, go ahead and hit that notification bell to know what my black ass is doing to new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Oh, man. Damn.